A major construction project underway in Manatee County. What's next for drivers near the State Road 64 interchange? Plus, a fire at the Old Colony Resort on Longboat Key. The investigation now underway. And a big night for the Suncoast Blood Bank. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
I'm Dwayne Lindo. Thanks for joining us. First, an update for drivers. Crews are halfway finished making changes to the I-75 and State Road 64 interchange. Crews have already widened and resurfaced the roadway, but they still have a long list of items to check off. The Florida Department of Transportation says crews still have to finish 2 exits and entrance ramps and add a flyover bridge for drivers to enter 75 southbound. Drivers can expect traffic to shift in the next few weeks as crews get ready to work on the curb, sidewalk, and bike lanes. FDOT says changes should accommodate this growing area of Manatee County.
The more population moves into the area and the more people are on the road, the greater the demand and the greater the congestion.
Crews still install wiring, sod, and begin drainage work in this area starting Monday. 1 week ago today, tragedy struck the Suncoast. 2 teenage boys killed in a car crash on State Road 64. 17-year-old Chase Coiner and 15-year-old Matthew Powers were killed after Florida Highway Patrol says Coiner turned onto Pope Road directly into a path of an oncoming truck. Today, nearly 300 friends, relatives, and classmates gathered at Living Lord Lutheran Church in Lakewood Ranch to honor Matthew Powers. The church parking lot was overflowing and church staff had to bring in extra chairs. One classmate explained why the Lakewood Ranch High School marching band is wearing Hawaiian shirts in his memory.
Matt, every time Friday, would come to school dressed in a Hawaiian shirt with one collar up. Look real fun. And would wear overly large shoes, like 14, 16s, and just walk around, get everyone to smile.
The Florida Department of Transportation tells us that they plan to build a roundabout at the intersection where the crash happened in the next few years. An investigation now underway at the Old Colony Beach and tennis court on Longboat Key. That's after a fire broke out there early this afternoon. That fire has since been put out. Longboat Key officials say it started on the 6th. Fire crews containing it to 1 unit before putting it out. No injuries were reported. We are monitoring yet another tropical storm in the tropics. And what are we going to see from Tropical Storm Kirk? We'll go to Wendy Ross for a first check on our first alert weather. Wendy?
Well, Kirk, thankfully, is still very, very far away, just coming off the coast of Africa and moving towards the west-northwest right now, and has picked up a little bit of forward speed. Now it's 16 miles per hour versus 15 miles per hour. And the winds are at 40 with gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. And this system is going to continue to move on towards the west-northwest and follow this track towards the areas of the Lesser Antilles, which is as you enter into the Caribbean. And it is going to get a little bit of strength over the next couple of days, up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then it's going to start to run into some shear as it starts to get closer to the islands. And we're going to see some of that helping to bring down the system a little bit to 45-mile-per-hour winds. But Tropical Storm Kirk is now our 11th named system of the season, and so we now have 6 named tropical storms and 5 hurricanes so far this year. So it's been an active year, and right now what we've been watching is the lightning show that's been going off here out in the Gulf of Mexico. It's moving away. You can see that things are nice and quiet for us, so we're not expecting any more rain for the rest of the night, and temperatures are beginning to move down into the 70s for many locations already. Dwayne?
Wendy, thank you. New developments tonight follow that series of fatal explosions in Massachusetts. Tonight, authorities say Columbia Gas agreed to compensate its customers for all losses related to the blast and subsequent fires. Claim centers have also been set up. On Friday, the 911 calls from that disaster were released. Have a listen.
There's fire in the basement.
Okay, sir, there's a bunch of fires around town right now. We're going to get to you as soon as we can. I want you to make sure the home is evacuated.
We're trying to. My husband is ringing all the doorbells.
The September 13th disaster killed 1 person, injured 25 others, and damaged dozens of homes and businesses. An investigation is now underway. The NTSB reports the pressure of the gas line was 12 times the proper amount just before the blast went off. A Florida man facing a felony charge tonight after authorities say he told a TV station and sheriff's deputies he was going to shoot down the sheriff's helicopter if it didn't stop flying over his house. 54-year-old Robert Money is charged with making a false report of a weapon of mass destruction. Volusia County investigators say Money had similar threats before, saying that the helicopters were spying on him. Money has since been released on bond. Today, people in Palm Beach, Florida gathered to commemorate the 1-year anniversary of Hurricane Maria's direct hit on Puerto Rico. They are also demanding more aid from Congress and the Trump administration to the storm-ravaged country. The protest, including a caravan drive past Trump's Mar-a-Lago property. The state's Democratic gubernatorial nominee, Andrew Gillum, also made an announced visit.
A year ago, almost to the day, we saw a failure at the federal level of epic proportion when it comes to the support for the people of Puerto Rico. I am here to tell you without apology that I am a friend of Puerto Rico today and will be a friend tomorrow and a friend for the day after and the day after and the day after.
Hurricane Maria ravaged Puerto Rico, leaving nearly 3,000 dead and more than 500,000 homes destroyed. Many on the island left without power for months. And while Democratic gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum was in Palm Beach, Florida for that rally today, the Republican gubernatorial candidate Ron DeSantis was right here on the Suncoast. DeSantis rallying for support at the Dolphin Aviation Facility at Sarasota Bradenton International Airport this afternoon, tackling key issues leading up to the election.
We've got to clean up the water. We've got to do more to attract high-paying jobs in this state. We've got to do more to help with K-12 education. We just rolled out a great plan this week.
As you can see, a high-spirited rally. One man getting kicked. He got kicked out after yelling at the Republican candidate. The Florida gubernatorial election will be held on November 6th alongside a U.S. Senate election, a U.S. House election, and other state and local elections. The Suncoast Blood Bank kicked off its 7th annual event tonight at the Van Wezel. It was a full house at the venue for an evening of food, casino games, and a silent auction to help raise money for a new Bloodmobile. The new Bloodmobile will go to serve the growing need for blood products in our community. Organizers of the event say this fundraiser is extremely important due to the organization being the only provider of blood to hospitals in a 4-county area.
They need this Bloodmobile to go out because they can't expect everybody to come to their location to give blood necessarily. But if we can do blood drives out in the community with the Bloodmobiles, then that makes it a lot easier.
During the event, Florida cancer specialists announcing a lead gift of $90,000 for the new Bloodmobile. Still to come here on ABC 7, picking up the pieces, a look at the damage after a tornado ripped through parts of Canada, plus a dead alligator found on an Englewood beach. Could it be yet another victim of red tide? Welcome.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age. affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion. Learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
I'm Alan Cohn. It was a stunning victory. Now Margaret Good debates Ray Pilon, who wants to take back House 72 for the GOP.
Monday on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
Welcome back. While the rain kept some people away from the city of Venice's annual beach bash, vendors say there was still plenty of fun to be had. A success despite the fact that this was the first year since its creation in 2014 that the event will not be held at the beach. Officials changing the location of the bash to Centennial Park in downtown Venice in response to the red tide.
The beach is always here. It's not like, oh, we get to go to the beach today for a change. No, the beach is always here. And so I don't think it made that much difference, no. And it was a wise move because, like yesterday, it still smelled a little bit down there. So this was a good move, and the way the breeze is blowing, it's clean air.
The annual bash is held in order to attract new business to the downtown area, something that is especially important right now as a result of the red tide. Here's the latest red tide report released today from Mote Marine. A much better weekend than last for Suncoast beaches in both Sarasota and Manatee counties. We are seeing little to no dead fish, with only slight respiratory irritation. Still, we are seeing deserted beaches. Just take a look at these photos captured by Matt Smith tonight. Right now, you're looking at Siesta Key. It's a stark contrast to what we are used to seeing at the beach, especially around sunset on Saturday. It isn't just the tourism and the people suffering from red tide either. This week we may have seen the first alligator casualty Thursday morning. This 4-foot alligator was found dead along the Gulf shoreline of Don Pedro Island, just off Englewood. An Englewood man, Jack Ford, is a turtle patrol member. He spotted the reptile during his patrol, but it's not the first creature he's seen dead on this beach.
Yesterday was the day of the crab. The crabs were all being killed by the tens of thousands. And as I looked into the surf, there were still live ones that were weak, kind of undulating in the waves, waiting their turn to be swept up on the shore. And the alligator was right in the middle of that.
Within the last 2 weeks, Ford also came across a dead fish, an unusual fish species to be found among the typical marine life that succumbed to red toxins. You know, it's pretty tough for marine life out there, Wendy.
Oh, and the good news is at least that we've been getting the winds coming in out of the east, and that's been pushing some of this red tide out of the way, and at least away from shore, so that's some good news. We've got some drier air that's going to start to come in by the middle of this upcoming week, and so we are going to start to see some changes in our forecast over the next couple of days. Today, of course, we had those showers that developed. We're going to see the same thing again tomorrow, and then it's going to get a little bit drier as we move into Wednesday of this upcoming week. And of course, the big story today is that the tropics are back to being busy once again. And keep in mind that this hurricane season, it's been an active season with 11 named storms, 6 of them tropical storms, 5 hurricanes. And here's our latest one. This is Kirk. and Kirk just formed this afternoon as a tropical storm. And so that's one of the 4 systems that we've been watching over the past couple of days that have developed out in the Atlantic. It's quiet in the Gulf of Mexico. It's quiet here in the tropics, in the Caribbean, but out in the Atlantic we have 4 systems that we've been watching, and 2 of them have the opportunity to become something, and then the other 2 have already done so. So we've got a tropical depression right here, and then we also have Kirk. And we're going to start with Kirk because Kirk is the one that we're going to be watching over the next couple of days. The other 2 systems are these right here, and they've got a chance to develop, a 40 to 70% chance of developing in the next 5 days, and so we'll see what's going on. Our infrared satellite is showing this is our system. This is Kirk, and Kirk is continuing to move towards the west-northwest at around 16 miles per hour, and it's going to stay on this track for the next several days. It will strengthen. We are expecting it to get up to 60-mile-per-hour winds, but then it's going to die down again as it reaches closer to the Lesser Antilles. There is a little bit of wind shear there, and that could pull this system apart, and we could see it back down to about 45-mile-per-hour winds as it gets closer to the Lesser Antilles, moving westward towards the Caribbean. So this is a system that we're going to certainly keep our eyes on, and in the meantime, that tropical depression, it too has an opportunity to continue to move on towards the west, and the possibility there is that it could affect the southeastern part of the United States. So these are all wait-and-see systems that we have to be watchful for in the next couple of days. In the meantime, you can tell I can't seem to advance anything. I don't know why. Nothing seems to be moving. However, there we go. This is the one I'm talking about, tropical depression. And this tropical depression, of course, is the one that we're going to be watching for the possible impact along the southeastern part of the country. But it, too, is going to run into some shear. And so there is the possibility it doesn't develop and possibly will not make any landfall. So that's something that we'll just continue to watch. Tonight, I don't know if you saw this at all, but beginning at around 8 to 10 o'clock tonight, we had a lightning show out in the Gulf of Mexico, and it was just constant, one lightning strike after the next, and that's still taking place and moving farther away from the land, so that's good. And for the rest of tonight, it's going to be quiet. We don't have to worry about any more showers developing, and temperatures have already started to drop down into the 70s for many of our locations, and that's mostly because of those rains that came through and helped to cool things off. So we're looking at temperatures for the most part right now in the 70s. But it is going to be another hot day tomorrow. We've got our temperatures going right back up to about 90, 91 degrees, 50% of rain on Monday, and Tuesday we'll see an opportunity for some showers as well. Sunday too, we're going to see about a 50% chance of showers, and then beginning on Wednesday and Thursday it's going to start to get a little bit drier with those rain chances beginning to come down just a bit. Dwayne?
Wendy, thanks. It could be days before people get power back after a tornado ripped through the Ottawa region. A tornado tore through parts of 2 Canadian provinces Friday. Officials say the twister touched down, tearing roofs off homes, overturning cars, and downed power lines. Canadian officials believe the tornado was an F2. They are now encouraging people to stockpile food and water. Luckily, at this time, there are no casualties reported. Flash flood warnings are in effect for much of North Texas, including Dallas tonight, following Friday's heavy rains. Roads have been shut down while many drivers and other residents have needed rescuing from the floods. Authorities are urging residents to remain indoors if possible to stay safe. No injuries have been reported as a result of the flood. Also in Texas, take a look at this incredible video out of Houston tonight. Firefighters responding after a gas leak caused a fire there. You can see the flames as firefighters approach. The cause of the gas leak is unknown. No injuries have been reported. Houston fire officials are now investigating. The young college champion found murdered last Monday remembered today at Iowa State's football game against the University of Akron. Here's Joe Torres with the latest.
Celia Barking Rosamena remembered Saturday at Iowa State, a moment of silence.
Please join in a moment of silence as we remember Celia Barking Rosamena.
And a video tribute to the 2018 Cyclone Female Athlete of the Year.
I'm very proud of being a Cyclone, and it makes me really happy.
Iowa State's marching band spelled out her initials on the field. She was a rising star. She won a major college golf championship just this year.
It was huge because, I always wanted to win a tournament for Iowa State.
But her life tragically cut short. The Iowa State college student was golfing by herself in Ames, Iowa, Monday morning. After her golf bag was found unattended, investigators then found her body in a nearby pond. She was stabbed several times.
I don't think you can put a timeline on how long it'll take for this community, this institution, and our athletics program to ever overcome this.
Police eventually arrested 22-year-old Colin Richards.
Richards had several fresh scratches on his face consistent with a fight, and he was attempting to conceal a laceration on his left hand.
Richards, according to court documents, had recently told one person he had, quote, an urge to rape and kill a woman. Rosamena's hometown in Spain held a vigil earlier this week to remember the champion athlete. I'm Joe Torres, ABC News, New York.
Your winning lotto number straight ahead. Stay with us.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Everything all right? Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
The world is a beautiful place again.
Join the Voices for Recovery. For confidential information for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Find out first at 4 with ABC 7 News at 4. Weekdays on ABC 7. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
New images tonight from space. Japan's space agency has discharged 2 rovers on the surface of an asteroid located 186 million miles from Earth. Spacecraft Hayabusa 2 has deployed the landers Rover 1A and Rover 1B onto the asteroid, where the landing process is now beginning. The aim is for the rovers to gather samples and conduct experiments. The spacecraft reached the asteroid in June after a 3.5-year journey. Pretty impressive there, Wendy.
Wow. look at the picture. Isn't that
Right.
amazing? That's
Crazy.
And they come back so crystal clear. It's just so amazing. And of course, we're expecting to see more of the same kind of weather, the same stuff we saw today. We'll see again tomorrow. So be prepared for some showers and thunderstorms.
Absolutely. Have a great night, folks.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do.
Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000.
Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
40 Carats Family Center and the Community Foundation of Sarasota County present a free speaker event, Unselfie, Why Empathetic Kids Succeed in Our All About Me World, featuring parenting educator and author Michelle Borba at Riverview High School on Tuesday, September 25th at 7 p.m. Help children become successful, moral, courageous, and resilient. RSVP required at 40carats.org. That's FORTYcarats.org.